For years, Americans have been told the property insurance crisis was caused by fraud, fraudulent claims, fraudulent contractors, fraudulent public adjusters, fraud everywhere. The industry repeated it. Lobbyists repeated it. Politicians repeated it. The media repeated it. And homeowners were told that if we just cracked down on fraud, premiums would come down and the market would stabilize. But then Hurricane Milton happened, and the data tells a very different story. According to catastrophe claim statistics, only a microscopic percentage of claims were closed because of fraud. Not hundreds, not thousands, a tiny fraction. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of claims were closed for a completely different reason. The damage allegedly didn't exceed the deductible. The loss allegedly wasn't worth enough. No payment was made. Think about that. For decades, we've been hunting the fraud monster. But what if the real issue isn't fraudulent claims? What if the real issue is claim valuation? Because there is a massive difference between saying, this claim is fraudulent, and this claim is only worth $8,500. One is a fraud investigation. The other is an opinion, and opinions can change. In fact, they often do. Every public adjuster, contractor, appraiser, and insurance attorney watching this has seen the same movie. The carrier says the damage is worth one number. The policyholder hires representation. Suddenly, the claim becomes worth 2, 3, 5, or even 10 times more. The damage didn't change. The roof didn't magically get worse. The kitchen didn't suddenly become more damaged. The valuation changed. And that's the conversation nobody seems eager to have. Because if nearly half of homeowners filing claims receive no payment, and fraud represents only a microscopic percentage of claim closures, then perhaps we've been focusing on the wrong problem. Maybe the real crisis isn't fraud. Maybe the real crisis is that homeowners, carriers, contractors, public adjusters, engineers, appraisers, and attorneys are all looking at the same damage and somehow arriving at dramatically different values. And if that's true, the insurance crisis isn't just a market problem, it's a trust problem. Because the moment a homeowner believes the estimate is designed to protect the carrier instead of restoring the property, confidence in the entire system begins to collapse. That's a much bigger issue than fraud. That's a legitimacy issue. And legitimacy is something no industry can afford to lose.